Hey Luke. So I hope you're not too bummed about this, but today I still want to talk about GhostNotes. And check it out, I even drew this picture of GhostNotes happening in real cartoon life. You know why I did that, Luke? Because I have a lot of time on my hands. Alright. So, before I go over it again, because I know last time you said that it was a little hard to follow, I'm going to play the original drum track from the recording. It's without most of it, has the bass to it, but the rest of the music is cut out. I'm going to play that, hopefully you can hear it, and then we're going to go over it in 4 parts. So, let's scoot on over here. And if you want to look that up to listen to it for yourself on YouTube, you just look up Led Zeppelin The Ocean Isolated Drums. And it should be like the second or third video that comes up. So, when I say we're breaking it down into 4 parts, which we did last time, but it's going to go over it again. So, first bar, you pretty much already had, which was... Actually, that's the first 2 bars. I messed up, but... You know what else I messed up? I only have 1 drumstick. I will be right back, Luke. Don't go anywhere. The video's still rolling. Don't leave! Wait. Had him right here the entire time, Luke. See that? See what happens when... I have no idea. Anyway. So. That first bar. I'm going to play it by itself. And here's the important part, because you're counting the same for the first 2, and then right at the very end of the 3rd bar, we'll just kind of break it into 4 different bars, right? So the first one, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi-hats on the 1, 2, 3, and the 4. 8th notes, basically. So, then when you get to bar 2, still counting in 4. Like I said, last time you had that down, so that's not an issue. Now, when it gets to bar 3, right? And I didn't realize this until I did more analyzing of it, that there's kind of like, you kind of have to start counting differently at the very end of the count. So, it starts off 1, 2, 3, but instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, and a. And the reason you're going to want to count it like that, it's just going to make it easier for you, is because before it goes into the 4th bar of the beat, that first ghost note comes after the snare hit on the 3. And remember, ghost notes are just notes you're playing lighter than how you're normally playing. So if you normally play like this, I just want to play the ghost notes lighter. So. And you don't necessarily want to make the hits that you like, the volume and the strength that you'd normally be hitting. You don't want to make that louder, because then it's just going to become a big mess. So you just want to take it down a little bit. It's kind of like a feather, like a little feather on the snare drum, right? So, like I said, on that 3rd bar, the count changes at the very end of it. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and a. 1, 2, 3, and a. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Let me collect my thoughts. I'll start from the beginning. That'll be easier for me and for you. 1, 2, 3, and a. So that first ghost note is going to be on the So 3, and a. 3 and a. And then that's where the count kind of changes. And for the very last bar, you go into triplet timing. Again, it's just the easiest way to count it. So, bar 4, here we go. 1 and a, 2 and a. And that's also where, the rest of the time, the hi-hat's keeping the 8th notes, right? Except for that last bar. So when it goes, then it goes to quarter notes, and it's on the. So I'm going to play each bar by itself and then all together. So first bar, second bar. That's not the second bar. Scratch that. Second bar, take two. I think that was correct. You know what? I can't even do this correctly. I'm going to play the first two bars back to back, because otherwise I'm going to screw myself up entirely. Alright, bar 1 and 2. Sandwiched together, right? Starting at bar 3. You know what? I'm just going to do it from bar 1. Sorry, Luke, you're just going to have to keep track of what I'm doing. I can't even keep track. So if you can't, let me know. We'll figure it out. So, from the very beginning of it. So remember, 1, 2, 3, and that's on the third bar. So I added one extra bass drum in there. Scratch that also. Scratch a lot of things. 1, 2, 3, and Like I said, I tried a bunch of different ways. I'm pretty sure that's the easiest way you're going to be counting this. I'm sure there's a few different ways, but it's just going to get more confusing. So all together, from the first bar. Oh, I was right before in that third bar. Never mind. You gotta remember, so it kind of starts counting, goes into triplets right at the very end of that third bar. And that's why it changes to the enna, the 3 enna. Because it's going to the triplets at the end of that, into the fourth bar, and then after that fourth bar, you go back into eighth notes on the hi-hat and you repeat it. So I'm going to play it one time all together, and then repeating, starting at the beginning again after the fourth bar. Right, so even though the fourth bar is technically starting at, kind of slides into it right before it. Again, it gets kind of tricky. Hopefully you're following this. Again, if not, let me know. I'll make another video, or we'll discuss it over our usual Simpsons talk on Thursdays, alright? So Luke, hopefully this was more helpful than the last one. I'll see you on Thursday.